Hey, I'm back. Welcome back to Game Wolf Plays Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's not my voice. Put it back! So, as you know, recently I have been ruined. Ruined of failure! Back to the ruins, everyone. No, my life is in shambles. And my day is... My day is ruined. Have a pleasant day. Oh, understandable then. Have a nice day. Very good, very good. Man, that cloud loading screen, it's like I'm loading from the cloud server. That doesn't exist. Existo mundo. So last time I forgot to actually buy the key. So I'm doing that now. They stopped paying your pension? What? Uh-oh. Apparently Social Security has stopped working in the Donkey Kong world. Oh dear. Then again, I don't even know who the government is. Is it like a Kong government? What the fuck? I don't know, dude. Maybe they get, like, third-party payments from the Mushroom Kingdom? I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, man, I know you want a damp dungeon, but all I'm saying is we're gonna have a dank dungeon. That's right. Only the dankest. Only the dankest. I don't know why the ruins color is just a light beige or, like, that kind of tan that you have on, like, German Panzer tanks or something. Grab the coin and put it in your pants that you don't have. What you... Oh, wait. That's not the music we're using right now. We're using some mystical what's going on today music with why are there water wheels in my ruins? Well, it's not like anyone invented water. Of course we would have had water wheels back in those BC times. Those BCE times before things. Alright. Oh, DK... Oh, wait, I mean, Diddy Kong... Didison Kong. It was his barrel, Didison Kong. That's right. I'm still trying to understand the logic of going from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. Like, because you know my first thought was like, oh yeah, he's got a jetpack and he shoots peanuts. But that's not him. It's just weird that we have two people character named Diddy, and I'm just like, okay. What does Diddy even mean? I don't know. Alright, come with me and see the sharks at the Shark Week. Aw, man. He's not bouncing too hard, is he? That looks suspiciously broken. There we go. I thought that was going to lead to a bonus area. Nope, that works. Because who wants to load out into a bonus zone? Not me. I've had enough of you bonus zones. You're all the same. Kind of wish that you weren't all the same. I mean, yeah. Why is that? Like, previous Donkey Kong Country games did not do that. That's a point off for this game. I'm afraid. And I think Tropical Freeze does it to some degree as well. Not really as hard, I don't think. But, yeah. You know what game's really good that you all needs to play is some Luigi's Mansion 3. I swear to God, I'm gonna play it again sometime. Like, I'll play Odyssey again too, but Luigi's Mansion is like a trip. And, I don't know, I don't really get cozy games like that anymore. I really don't. It just feels like a natural extension of, like, it feels like a quintessential Switch game. Like, not so much in what its gameplay is, but it's in style and presentation. I don't know. You play it and you're like, this feels like Switch. And you're like, yeah, it does. Luigi time. Yeah, so you could just have those pillars fall back and, you know, not worry about it, because I Well, they don't come back, but it's not really going to hinder you from going back and forth. So, honestly, I don't think they ever had to be there. Here's a secret just underneath this ledge. Bouncing bananas once again. And then you bounce and you bounce and you bounce in the house of the Townsend. Buchanan Barnes is a really cool dude. I like to snipe, man. I like to snipe. Oh, man. Almost 100 bananas. I'm so disappointed in that bonus for not giving me exactly 100 bananas. I want my banana refund back. That's right. I want my refund back. As in... as in, I'm paying you back. It's a negative refund now. Yeah. I always find it funny when it's just like, here's the bill, and it's like negative dollars. It's like, oh shit. The restaurant owes me money. No. For having me eat this horrible food. Alright, bananas. How we doing? We're doing the banana things. Hey, banana arena. Put your hands on your head like you just don't care. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. Wait, no. That's like 2 of the wrong songs involving putting hands on the head. You fool! Fools don't always know about it. Pepperidge Farms. Pepperidge Farms remembers everything. Pepperidge Farms has memory pills, so you can remember. You can be like Pepperidge Farms too. Pepperidge Farms is immune to amnesia. Pepperidge Farms doesn't forget like an who came up with doesn't forget like an elephant? Like, are elephants known for their grand memory banks? I don't think this is the thing. I probably believe they're afraid of mice, though, but I don't get the whole their memories don't suck angle. I'm not sure on that. What are these elephant stereotypes we've made up anyway? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this barrel here and waste everyone's time. Yep. I must have thought there was something else. No. What about this? Surf's up. Oh, yeah, there's something. Let's just let that guy pass first. Hey, Mr. Stilt. I don't want you to wear a kilt. It's not like it would stay on long. Oh, boy, it's this bonus again. Yay. Well, I mean, another reason I dislike this is just, well, I don't have much to talk about when the bonus is the exact same. What do we do? There's one more, I think there's 1 or 2 more bonus variants you haven't seen yet. But, I mean, there's not much to go over there either. Alright, slamming. Blow into the thing. Yes. I'm just gonna go in there now. That's me double checking. There were a lot of puzzle pieces. 9 is the most in a level, so really had to do it once over, or I could have screwed myself and would have had to do the level over again. Would have had, did not have had, should have wouldn't have had to did it. That's my amazing contraction. Don't you take it away from me. Whomstavid. Whomst. Alright. Itchy bitchy biters. This level's crazy. You're not safe. Oh wait, no, this isn't the crazy level I'm thinking of. This level's unusual though. I'll give it that. So there are these biters, right? And they're itty and they're bitty. They're not as small as you think, okay? These are relatively sized like an animal. That's not itty bitty. That's just normal size. Okay, these things are supposed to be like bug-like creatures. They're like the size of a fucking dog. Yeah, no, that's not itty bitty. That's too large for a thing like that. I'll tell you who's itty bitty. Fuck you in the itty bitty face. Yes. Grab the puzzle. Put it in your jigsaw. Okay, honestly, total confession, I have played jigsaw puzzles. But, like, I stopped caring about them because, you know, they're simple. I don't do jigsaw puzzles for fun. I'm sorry. If they're like a minigame, I mean, yeah, but as a whole activity, I just don't care. But same with like a sliding puzzle thing, or hell, even a Rubik's Cube. It's just, you know, it's kind of just there. So I'm always on the lookout for like puzzle games that have a bit more meaning than that. And I don't mean like something, and no, that means like not doing Sudoku either. And also not quite doing Sokoban, unless it's like at least as complicated as, say, Chip's Challenge. But I remind you that I don't do puzzle games on this channel. Because the whole thing is, if you cover the puzzle game, that's it. You know how to play the game. And there's nothing I can do about that. I've ruined the whole thing. It's not like with action games like this, where you can't quite follow me to the letter. There's things that are going to work in certain ways, yes, but there's a lot of different ways to approach stuff. And, well, a puzzle game just like... I think when a person shows off a puzzle game, they just rob the utility of the player. And, well, I understand it also from an offers viewpoint, where they're just like, hey, you spoiled my puzzle! And I'm just like, yeah. I think that's the one time where a spoiler alert applies to ruining an entire experience, which is just, that's the game. You just ruin the whole game. It's not like ruining a movie. Not at all. It's like ruining a detective novel. Then there's no point. Although there could be exceptions to that, like, say, maybe Lemmings. That would depend. Either way, just not going to. If one would request I do Lemmings, then yeah, okay. Just don't feel like it right now. Although I am big on Lemmings, I'll have you know. Because when I was a kid, I had Lemmings, so there you go. I just had the entirety of the first Lemmings game. I did. And it was great. Well, for DOS. Not for Amiga. I do know how to run Amigas now, after reading on the subject, but I didn't have them at the time. Amigas are definitely overlooked, though. I mean, they have a lot of interesting stuff. I would recommend that. Like, Amiga to me is like, what if DOS was European? And, you know, it's on that level. You know, the Super Nintendo Genesis gen of games, I'm like, okay. Also, similarly, the Atari ST, but not quite as good. But around the same whereabouts, in the similar ballpark. Although, I guess some people swear by it. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Bonk 'em. Bonk 'em real good. The red ones are worse, because they take 2 hits, and they kind of actually are smarter. I don't like these pokey stacks, but I've learned to figure them out. You know, it's all not so much that you know they're going to fall on you, but the timing of when to move out from under them. But not so much that they forget to fall on you and they're just like, nah, I ignore this. There we go. See? You have to actually make them go through with it. There we go. Yeah. These unnatural looking creatures. That's proof that you're working with Retro Studios, I'll have you know. This is definitely a Retro Studio design. Look at this fucking thing. Because it looks like they ripped it out of, like, the Metro Prime rejects gallery. Should do a coverage of Metroid Prime, actually. More note on that. I would just do an LP of Super Metroid first. That's my thing on that. But yeah, I would do Metroid Prime 1 and 2. Haven't decided how I do 3, But that's just because... Actually, no, for the first two, yeah. What if I just do the Wiimote with all three of them? I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, Metroid Prime is not out of the question at all, my dude. Or whoever you are. Who are you? You're not mine! Or maybe not even a dude, obviously. Come on. Who is this imaginary audience member I make up when it's like, hello, my dudes? It's like, I don't know who that is. Who are you? Like, people like to say, oh, it's just pretending like you're talking to a friend when he has his LP. I'm like, my friend is not a recording. Like, unless maybe it's a podcast, but that might be what you're going for, I guess. So, maybe, but also, no. Careful when you try to do this parasocial thing with me. You don't want to be like that. I mean, because as much as you might know me, you might also not. Especially if all you know about me is that I play video games. Which, yes, I love doing it, but, I mean, it's like saying... I don't know what it's like saying. I'm saying I'm a person. I'm a person! I'm a real boy. I am Pinochle, that card game that sounds like a pain in the ass to play. I actually did some study on what a lot of card games were. You used to have a whole book on them. And one of them was Pinochle, you know, Canasta, Bridge, Hearts, of course. Klondike Solitaire, Yukon Solitaire, Gin Rummy, Knock Rummy. This one thing where you'd have like a race with the pegs. Some, you know, various solitaires. I think maybe. Yeah. And stuff like that's more like Hearts, so like a more basic version of Hearts, so something like Whist. You know, basically these tricky games. Oh, and War. Oh, and Crazy Eights. And Crazy Eights has variants too. Crazy Eights basically is what... Either that became Uno, or Uno inspired Crazy Eights. I'm assuming Crazy Eights inspired first, but yeah. Crazy Eights is basically Uno with playing cards. It's true. You know what gets annoying when I search DOS and I get the sequel to the Uno card game? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's weird to me. Everything just let's move over a number. So in this level, Rambi is back. Again. Here's one Rambi to go. Single rhinoceros, looking for 2 monkeys of the male variety. If you could just sign this pamphlet, you could go into my Rinder. Or something. Yeah. That's beside the point because... That's beside the point because I'm not into dudes. So I guess it'd be like, what, Tinder instead for monkeys? But also I'm not into... Like, I wasn't even into that when I was single, but that's just because, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if someone just wants to do someone, yeah. But also, yeah, I think I want more than that. Like, I think out of curiosity, but that was a long time ago. Not like anything happened. I just looked at how the app worked. I'm just like, oh, okay. Wasn't really meaningful, let's put it that way. It's not like I'd stop you from doing it. I'm just saying, it wasn't for me. Break all the blocks. You see, rhinoceroses do not care for Tetris. You know, rhino it means nose. We're literally calling this animal a nose. I know this because the cold is basically the rhinovirus. So I'm like, oh yeah, because rhino means nose. Nose virus. Haha. Yeah. Words are great. Study etymology sometime. You start learning that words are just kind of like derivative of things from over time. So it's kind of like how you learn about colors. A lot of different colors exist, even though they are made of basically the same stuff. It's the same with words and things describing the entirety of the universe, but with colors at a smaller scale, so you might not notice. Oh yeah, make sure you keep running with Rambi. Just kind of just waggle like crazy. Especially if there's platforms that are gonna fall. And like if you jump after running, you're gonna have to try the running waggle again. And that's just how it goes, you know? Everything dies, everything lives, and then everything dies again. Okay, so that banana bunch is worth 20, and yet these little banana bunches are worth 5. Seems legit. You don't run into those 20 banana groups very often. But when you do, maybe you want to get one. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I got enough coins to feed a horse. I mean, a rhinoceros. That's right, the rhino horse. The rarest of all horses. This weird circus routine in my ruins. Wait a minute, the rope was hanging on nothing. We're using, like, PlayStation 1 Spider-Man logic where Spider-Man's hanging from nothing and going, wheesh! It's like, what are you hanging from? We don't know. Maybe he was hanging on to copters. Maybe he could literally web the clouds. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know the answers to the mysteries of life. Well, you're either Rue-ins or you're Rue-outs. That's what I say. So, next time, we will do the extra level. We will defeat the Ruins boss. And then afterwards, we'll go in to some big-ass cave with stuff in it. Lots of stuff.